The amazing true stories of errors and omissions. In this edition, explaining coverage to customers. Not long ago, an agent wrote a homeowner's policy for a customer. The customer had a water loss while insured by another carrier that was not covered, so she specifically asked if the policy provided coverage for water backups. Thinking she knew everything there was to know about the policy in question, the agent represented that there was coverage for all water losses with the exception of flooding, which would require a separate policy. Alas, several months later, the customer had a water backup in their finished basement. A claim was reported, but ultimately denied because the policy specifically excluded loss arising from sewage backup. The agent was unaware that this cause of loss was not covered under the policy that she bound. Had the agent carefully reviewed the policy prior to representing that there was coverage for all water losses, she could have properly informed the customer and added the appropriate endorsement to cover this peril. Meanwhile, across town, another agent wrote a homeowner's policy, confirming via email that the metal roof would be covered for all damage resulting from wind and hail. Unfortunately, the agent was unaware that an endorsement was attached to the policy, which excluded cosmetic marring of roofs. And boom! Due to this oversight and the misrepresentation by the agent, when the policyholder's roof was damaged in a hailstorm, leaving only cosmetic damages, the claim was referred to the E&O insurance company, resulting in a payment of over $60,000. And just when you thought things couldn't get worse, yet another agent wrote a homeowner's policy for a home with a roof that was over 20 years old. The agent informed the customer that the roof was covered for full replacement costs. The policy was bound on January 4th, and, as luck would have it, a hailstorm struck just 4 days later on January 8th. The underwriting guidelines for this homeowner's policy clearly stated that roofs over 20 years old are only eligible for actual cash value coverage. But here's the big ouch. The customer received replacement cost value due to the agent's misrepresentation. The difference between the replacement cost value and the actual cash value was paid by the agent's E&O carrier. So, here's what we've learned today. There can be an expensive difference between knowing and understanding what the policy actually covers versus what we think it covers. Don't just say what you think the customer wants to hear. Arm yourself with the facts. Never make assumptions. And choose your words carefully to help avoid problems down the line. See you next time on The Amazing True Stories of Errors and Omissions. Click on the forward arrow to continue.